me famble them. Una good evening, una good morning, una good night, any side una day in the world. This is Fadima, and I don't come to and again with another edition of Social Media Review. Today, na October 17, 2021. And we tell God thank you like as usual for all things, for life. The one day we seek among we, let God give the medicine. The one day we the mourn among we, let God give them the strength and the comfort for mourn the loss. And may the souls of the faithful departed rest in perfect peace. May God Almighty have mercy on the departed. We were left behind. May the memories of we good people that we don't die, let there be a blessing, to we. Today we get for talk on an issue where they make na social media. We know say we don't talk last week say we the car with the neck issue. But first of all, I want to apologize to now for the delay because we say we come on at 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, but we still not get we guests there yet. Then they try for come and all they will join we later. But we want to talk on an issue today. It's not about politics. We know say first of all the world, everything they go on at the world right now, but we're still here. So for that, Yahweh we did, so we tell God thank you for that. We give glory, we give thanks, we say Alhamdulillah, whatever you say. Salone, we get Muslim, we get Christian, so to each its own. But we want to talk on an issue today where we feel say the voice of the people don't speak, the voice of the people on social media that we outrage, we all they vex, we all they cry, we all, as anybody when a mortal man will see down there, even if you get Satan self as by the way you see down there, you have to go well. And today we not get Mr. Shilon and Mr. Kutubu, professor. Then they on personal businesses, some people get begging, some people get pulnado. Out some they crying and so some they gladdy. Mr. Shilon Ingopa emergency begging in Maryland. And then we get Mr. Kutubu himself, they celebrate with family, then we bring the Pikinka into this world where they, put Nadoam and all their ceremony the day. So today I'm supposed to have with me Mr. Lassana Sako, a voice on social media, the hidden truth, when I've been part of VOS. He is championing, he don't take up this speaking in case, this Isata Conte in case, for he try for make, they raise money for try for give the speaking the best defense possible. We also forget with we today a voice, a veteran musician at Sierra Leone, Madam Vicky Fona Hassan, where my voice where they sing good music them and still the whatever, but she's now a minister. Also, we forget another guest with me where for can join for this month where they join on with Mr. Lance and Asako for campaign for those speaking, for try for raise funds, let us speaking get the best of legal team we go able for defender. So with no further ado till we wait for them, we just decide for let we begin. So make us set the stage for now. One day, 10 days here, last week, this week we done so, we see on social media a video of a young girl by the name of Isata Conte. It cry. It explain the person where they do the investigation. If they ask the question to the Pekin, do you know say you killed somebody yesterday or whatever, the Pekin say no, if they cry, if they talk, if they say no, you don't know that, he explain your side of the story. And we see, it is like the victim, to me, with no legal aid present or no legal assistant present, they kept asking the kid a lot of questions. First of all, they're not even read and write. You have the right to remain silent. This is the unprofessionalism that we talk of in Freetown, in Sierra Leone, that is happening. People are not doing the job as the way it's supposed to be done. It's supposed to be done, this little girl explaining her story. If I first of all get a legal aid, as somebody, a lawyer, Wherefore advised the Pekin with no parents present, no whatever, they were intimidating her, asking her questions for incriminatum. This is a scared girl. If you look at the video that we're going to show, when I was seeing the Pekin where he's scared, it afraid, she was like surprised, I killed somebody. You go see the expression on her face. But we don't get one of we guests that we don't join we. This person here and a person were very, very close to my heart. Madam Alfina by faith, Madam Alfina Dumbuya. She is now a pastor, Pastor Alfina Dumbuya. She hosts a program every morning. It's a morning devotion every morning that is called the Morning Crew. For 6 years, she just celebrated 6 years. This woman, as a young lady that has so much love for God, that they try for bring people in together, a group of people, early risers every day before you start your day. They say prayer life is not optional. That is Alfina's thing. The prayer life is not optional. Where believers gather in the morning, early in the morning, to praise and glorify and worship God. And she has been doing this for 6 years. But before that, they get other AFA program the way they do, like the time for Mother's Day, they get tea for mothers, for young women, single mothers, trying to empower them, trying to do, because in getting your story, and sometimes with our stories is our testimony, what they use for bless other people in life. And this is what this young lady does. And also, on the side, they feed the homeless in Washington D.C. every like Thanksgiving, Christmas. They do things them. They don't stretch to Freetown. Then they feed the people. Then the Morning Crew of Freetown, they don't extend to Liberia and so forth and so forth. When the grace of God is on people, the people come. God bring the people them, because there are many, many churches, but many, many platforms on social media. But this woman here is doing a fantastic job for change lives, for bring one life at a time, for bring them to the gospel of Christ. That's what she does. So with no further ado, let me bring in Madam Alfina, since I first done there, because I know say Mr. Lazana called me say, and then I go they come, then Madam Vicky Fona Hassan will join we too. She's a minister herself, a woman of God. Where they all see say, this thing not right. We have to put our voice in this. We have to sound up for this child. We have to come for lady speaking here, so go get justice, fair justice, and many, many other picking that way they on the same water. But this one is the one, Isata Conte, don't be a poster child, where people, then the sound of people that already for call people and together say, una can't join, we una put money together. There's a GoFundMe page going around where they don't set for this speaking here. And I want to say this to us Sierra Leoneans also. This is not a competition. It is not about who that first do or waiting do. The mission here is to help and be a voice for the people that were not able to talk. Is standing for justice, because the lady justice is blind. You see them put blindfold in no color, in no tribe, in no party, in no region, in no nothing. So it is blind. So anybody where they join, it is not about party here. It is not about who is starting it. It is not about Mende Timini Limba Creole, whoever. It is not about APC. It is about a young girl who in future is in jeopardy, and she is like twice been victimized in my eyes. See, they don't attempted rape and kidnapping, and now she is out in the media, and the story they can't tell Anayaso, because they say they get the Pikingo police, they go lock Ayanda, then be rape inside the police station, all the stuff. So then they victimize them again and again and again. So these people have put their face forward for try for sound off for this Pikinga. So I bring Madam Alfina in. Madam Alfina, welcome to VOS. Just, I not say I don't talk a lot about you, but just whatever I miss, whatever, just talk, say a few things and say, why unadena yatidema.
Hi, Auntie Fatima. Good afternoon. Good evening. Hope you can hear me. Can you hear me well?
Yes, we can hear you very well.
Okay, good to see you. Good evening, everybody. So, well, my purpose of being here today is one third of the representation for I Am Every Woman. As you said, Mr. Lansana and Mrs. Vicky Fona Hassan are also on their way to chime in. So I may have to digress at some point, but representing I Am Every Woman movement on the case of Aisha, Miss Aisha Conte. She's 15 years old. As you stated already, some of her case information, which is open to the public, which a lot of people know about. But my purpose specifically is to plead with our community for the purposes of funding for this young lady. And the work that I Am Every Woman is doing is great already. There's much that I cannot say. Our team is comprised of people of so many walks of life and professional, but most importantly, we have a heart for these girls in situations like this. The I Am Every Woman came together after a media blackout. In one case in particular, which we all know, which was the Khadija Sakor case, that has come and passed. And in the case of Aisha Conte, we are looking to, with the heart of love for her and for other young girls in her case, to make the burden lighter, not just on her, but also on her family. And at the same time, we're also tackling the media aspect, which I'm not at liberty to go into right now, but funds are needed.
Okay, thank you so much, Madam Alfina. But for the sake for let everybody go understand what we talk, we really go pan Creole, yeah. But you can speak English too if you
No
want. And also
problem.
we go flip flop. Sometimes we do flip flop. Tell us a little bit about this I Am Every Woman because it sounds so interesting to people that I am every woman. What you make I am every woman? What you make when I wanna come up with that name day? I am every woman.
Well, like I said, I am everyone. It come from media blackout and the focus now really pandenka in case then, yeah, so really start come together, pioneered by Pastor Faith Okafor Smart and other wonderful professional people there. Most of them really we prefer for they on the quiet side of the team, but we are there. There's so many hats then they we get people them where they in the criminal field, we get several attorneys, we get medical doctors, people that we don't advocate for things like this before in their own, career, professional past. And then we get, of course, people of different faiths and leadership in the Nalenka area and they as well. And the goal really now for just be the voice for Denka and Pikini as well like Aisha. So it started with the Khadija Sakor, which we all know about. Like I said earlier, Danny Donka, I don't go. Well, this one now, it still look like I'm sorry if I Creole, but it still look like for say there's a small like a media blackout, pan this speaking topic. But I know say in I Am Every Woman, we get legitimate facts, we get information we get good credible sources and effort and desire for make this case um get justice for this pikin. Let me put it that way. But like I said,
Okay.
the legal matter we surround this case are aware of because are they in the group. But my assignment is enough for just explain a little bit with some limits regarding the need for financial assistance, like people that with the diaspora. We know say GoFundMe starts with Mr. Lansana. We start and people that don't begin give, but we need more people than for give because aside from the legal aspect for this Pikinya so medical situation need the rehabilitation need the relocation need the now picking we don't traumatize from what happened so and we know say we can't country um there's a lot of talking and things that can happen, but at the end of the day, money resources needed, not just for him, but for the entire family. In biological mama, where they obviously active now in life, they advocate for them, but limitation. There's a lot of limitations because of lack of the funding. So. As supporting the team, representing I Am Every Woman, my voice today, just they add to the plea and the mandate to other able help and be a blessing to this speaker. You don't know how for sometimes you not get the legal background, you not get the medical background, you know they're on the ground, know I'm physically, not personally. or day in I am every woman, you can still contribute, by your funding. And I know say Mr. Lanson I see on the screen, it will put forward the the link. And as we are seeing throughout the comments and all we other team members, I'm sure they're all on the link. As I said, some of we very, very almost like invisible behind the scenes, but we are there with a heart for cases like this. And later on, we'll find out say Aisha not in one green in this particular situation, and so we need all the support we can get. Over to you, Ma. Okay, I think it looks like she may have been cut off.
It looks like it.
Yeah, but you're
Una dey-
here. Hello, Mr. Lansana. How are you?
hello. Yes,
You
I'm
can
fine.
take
How
over
are
for a minute.
you?
I'm
No,
fine.
which is good. Which is good.
Yeah.
Wait,
So over to you.
wait,
I think they said she's running. She's coming.
Pastor Vic, Fona, Edea.
Yeah, they come. No, they
I
said
see
she's
somebody
coming.
dey try to come in just now. I don't know.
Okay.
Wait, Miss Savage.
It
Fadiba,
looked like
have been there on,
I
right?
think she was on. She was interviewing me. I think she got cut off
Mm,
somehow.
mm. All right, ladies and gentlemen, while we dey wait for we host for come back on, I want to take this opportunity for say thank you to we wonderful women of God way don't care today for joining we on this wonderful, wonderful and noble venture we will try for do. Uh, we dear sister Miss Alpina Dom explain to una just not because myself just come then Yeri way they talk about this issue where they face this 15-year-old pikin na Aisha Conte. As una all know, Aisha a day in a very tough situation. This na capital case. And anything in a capital case, you get for do with life and death. Now, yes, they don't abolish the death penalty in Sierra Leone, but again, waiting the loom over anybody with this kind of case, na life imprisonment or long-term sentence. And especially when you are poor, na granite you they sell whole day na ton, where they give you only $2.50 probably a day for you and your family for it. It is very, very difficult for let you able for support the weight of them kind trouble there where you know they look for a calm you way. Some thinking they we know they look for trouble, but trouble they look for we. And the outcome of them kind trouble there, we don't know how they can be. And but unfortunately, in this case, waiting can happen, trouble come for them. Now, upon small picking, where they sell granite for feed insect and in family. Now, waiting we could do as human beings, especially when the case now in a self-defense case, we don't see all them 10 they are. We reports then they come, then we they see people and they march, civil societies, and when you look at them they march one, and then small girl picking them. Khadija at the age of 7, una yeri waiting go on in-laws in life. We hear about one pikin a 5-year-old raped by a 28-year-old grown man. We hear about a 3-month-old pikin when a toddler. Where this toddler then sexually assault him. Well, we host don't come, make us stop. We host don't come. Miss Fadiba don't come. Sorry. I mean they try for move on, so let us know block.
Yes, thank you so much, Mr. Saka. Welcome again.
Hmm.
Thank you so much for coming on and for put a voice, for give a voice for justice for Isata Conte. Because like you say, lawyer that they advise you say, we can't put everything, you can't talk, the Peking can't talk right now, but Una they advocate for how forget the money. And these are the kind of things we they ask because for say we get hands off our girls campaign. Now the campaign where the first lady bring, the first lady we go give her some credit because at least hands of our girls is something where they picking then they yearly every day. And anything when a repetitive thing, it can get impact by you. So this beginning story what they can play in video, he said he tell the man for stop effecting attacker off. Unfortunately, he end up for die. But we will give some credit to the first lady. But before the first lady, there are many, many organizations, them where they out there that are advocating for their young pikia with this sexual abuse and all that kind of thing. And with this said, we know say the first lady not there now. Una don't take for this beginning case. But Mr. Lansat Takola bring this side can to you, sir. What do you think is the hands of our gas campaign really get everything in place? Because with the absence of the first lady, there should be it is not for you, Mr. Lansana, for take up the case. We for Una can take up the case, but Una for don't hear say the organization as hands of our gas, they in place already, lawyers that are working pro bono, people on the ground, and they don't take the speaking team up for them because we don't hear the story now. Rape them, rape, unfortunately, death can come out if fight off in attacker. The Hands of Our Gas campaign platform don't preach and don't allow and we don't hear the sound bite over and over. Now we picking and the facts demand them. But are there things in place where you now economic you for go help them instead of now una they take the whole responsibility of this speaking when Isata. I want to pass that update to you, sir. And what do you think?
Thank you very much, Miss Fadiba Savage, for first of all for hosting Naya in this kind noble venture way we don't take. And I want also again in your presence make us say thank you to we women of God, we now Miss Alpina by faith, and then we get we wonderful gospel singer sensation minister Vicky Fona, we na a well-known personality na Sierra Leone and around the world. We really, really appreciate them Kawanaya today for letting themselves lend them voice to waiting we can do here today. Afterward, I don't say that to Miss. We hosting question, hands off our girls on this VOS show. I don't preach, I don't talk, I don't do all kind of thing. The things that we have been they complain about for say a lacking in hands of our girls now in the show inself, they manifest inself today. If we have been remember when I've been there, I say hands of our girls not get any point of contact, even if they get, they have not advertised it to the point that where the next PQA they near outside Fatima Bio they leave no. I go tell you say for sure the next person, the next Oswe they near Fatima Bio, the girl PQA they if somebody can rape them or try for rape them, they no go no side for go reporting. No side hands off our girls, the office day, they no who that for contact hands off our girls. The only person we go able contact hands off our girls, now the members of hands off our girls. The one the way they know the rape, the one the way they know the sexually molest. Now then no more we get that protection day where nobody know they touch. By the name, you go afraid for touch them. Now then no more sabusa hands off our girls office day. Now then no more sabi usai for go report where somebody do something to them. But the people picking the way they go around, they not get that. And this not to politics because hands off our girls is not a political party. So I know only people that mistake that. When we begin talk through, then why inject politics inside? We not canaya for politics, we not canaya for anything. Waiting we canaya for now for a helpless speaking, we don't face them kind trouble here, and we one step in for help them because the one that we supposed for step in, as you rightfully say, me, Pastor Alfina, I am every woman movement, Minister Vicky Fona. We not supposed for there for the advocates for them kind here at the beginning. Yes, we will lend with voice as a support, but if we can be the pillar of this, then that means the hands of our girls who they talk about, they exist in theory but not in practice, which is bad. Not good for we beginning. Otherwise, I make a special video and I send them directly pleading to the first lady, do ya, this don't happen to this speaking. This na your organization, any resources or goods where you don't gather or get for this speaking, any contact or connection where you go use as an NGO, because hands of our girls is not a political party. Because some of we brothers and we sisters, then they, when you say hands of our girls, you call Fatima Bio a name, then don't say na SLPP you don't cause. And this is wrong. Anytime when we mix politics, we equate politics to somebody else in life, especially 15-year-old picking, then that means I don't believe say you not a human being way they think, because you not for inject politics in this. So we don't contact Fatima. I don't send special video. I don't get no response. But I hear say I don't see the video. I don't hear the video where it did Dubai. Somebody way very, very close to her, and I call, they begin to ask the details about waiting happen. And I mean, they expect say even enough for call me. So if they higher social class pass me, that's fine, because that's how Africa operates. That is good. But at least you don't get her. Step up. Say this na me young picking. Na me don't take this responsibility. But we haven't seen that. But we have seen I am every woman. When I don't see the pictures then, 30,000 now then they and that group day. When I see them go greet the mommy. Then go tell the mommy adu. Then get an affliction and go tell the mommy adu. We get Mr. Sheku Bangura, when an advocacy network against illegal migration. This man don't team up like I say in na woman. He don't team up like in na kumra. Ebo, if then one and they all don't team up, you will get organization. You don't go team up, you for team up. This speaking in life a day in danger at this point. Because anyhow when we look up, na capital punishment. Something it has to come, and we know one lady speaking spend 1 minute na jail. Now, the picking, what we don't do. Go ahead, ma. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Now,
Finish,
this
finish.
speaking, the work where we they do right now, Advocacy Network, I am every woman movement. The work where we they do right now. Now we don't take that money because they get threats. For fear of let somebody not do anything to them. For fear of let somebody not intimidate them. For fear of let somebody not go begin the interview them, where go be self-incriminating in the court. Because you go self-incriminate yourself, then go use them against him picking. What see they talk? Would they send, go talk to them, where he make, they record them, then go play them. When court send can then go play that one day. We stop everybody the very first day. A pass order. Nobody not for talk to that Pikina police except Sheku Bangura. And God make the police that adhere to that, because I spoke to them and I say the only person except that one day or the lawyer we they choose for let it talk to the Pikin. Some people them then come on social media, they attack me. Then say, why me they shield this Pikin away from people? Like say na button at the fan. Not to button at the fan. Now for protect the Pikin, let nobody not go begin make a talk. When I see in first video how it talk, somebody they go ask her, you know say you don't kill somebody, eh? Then say yes. How you go ask somebody that kind of question? You know say you kill somebody, eh? Yes or no? Those things are going to be used in court, except if we get lawyer where go say enough will be admissible, because not to professionally then do them. Then they get a leading question, misleading questions.
Right.
So
Right.
it is very wrong. It's very wrong. So now we all come together today. We, the money side, not to say na bigger na manjalaji business will come. We no more no go able for fight this. Now every Sierra Leonean for fight this. Now small picking. Every time when they say rape, you go everything now picking and die. But this street now David and Goliath. Now the Bible nine walk. Now David and Goliath. Only God know what to make this picking able to get that power there, because we see the bite mark, we see the physical evidence,
Yes.
we see when somebody they knock the mouth, they say, come out, the picking, they say, no, you don't take the key, you don't put an in pocket. Meaning, you don't force this picking against the will for day usai a day, and this man, not a 15-year-old man. This man not to
Yeah.
16 years, this man about 40 to 45. So If we not step up and say this na self-defense, we give them the resources where in need for fight them. Because Lord will not forget say whether lawyer then come then do all things and they do. Evidence then they where then go out scientific proof. And for let you do that, they get for spend money, for let them conduct that thing and they. The state no go and conduct them. The defense go and conduct them. We self no go sit down let them do all thing for nothing. We go pull, we go say, okay, we want toxicology report. We want this kind of report. If we want, we go hire this expert. We not care if na Ghana or the pull up. Let come, this speaking no go jail. We need all those things. We don't move the mami na a safe location. Now we they pay. Not to anybody else, not to hands of our girls, not to government. Now we they pay. The picking self, we they move them, the God make a get bill, we they pull them outside there and find a new place for them. Outside it go there where it no go there in contact with any of the neighbors, then push them far away for let somebody not do anything. Not to government they do them. Now we the ordinary Sierra Leoneans, I am every woman movement. Advocacy network, we and una way they come in for put anything for ladies speaking and life save and law we pull on a prison.
So thank you so much, Mr. God bless you now for that work they do, because not for everybody they champion this. But let we play the video. We will play the advocacy network where they go there, and I don't know who's the one we get to go play later. But let we hear leaders speaking. And I want to let everybody take in blindfold off. Let everybody put in political lens aside. Let everybody be a human being. Let everybody, unfortunately, another life was lost. But sometimes you have to fight to defend and protect yourself. And let we look, let not taint and what's it called influence on a take on this. But let we listen to the video and let we listen and let we pay attention very keenly and let we hear what's in this speaking, how we explain what's in happening. Then we go to the advocacy network where they show where they go to the beginning people them where the people and they show them back certificate. Go with this first one. Technical team, please play this video of this little young 15-year-old. I've been corrected. I think we say 14-year-old, but it's a 15-year-old Isata Conte. Isata Conte is a young 15-year-old within a Freetown or Songo or whatever the place, somewhere around those villages of Freetown, and she got attacked, and unfortunately it fetched the attacker off, and the attacker maybe go hit him. We don't know what thing kill him. So let me go, people. When I play that video there for me, please.
Name? Aisha what in?
Conte.
Aisha Conte. Aisha Conte. Now who say you dey? Usman Lane. Okay, Aisha. You know say you killed somebody yesterday where you can fetch na house?
Yeah,
you know be even know say this person don't die. So now what you do the person? What you say actually do on a short video I want?
Because mountain name has here. He said she not family. He said we calling her to talk to me.
Yes.
I said let me. Now we here. Yes. I would have to go inside first. So go inside first. We go say what they don't know. Okay, man. Now go. I don't know how was. Now they ask me say you going to but now I say yeah. So when say you going to now say now and give me water.
Now and give you the water back.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. For let you go wash.
Yes sir.
The way you don't wash. You can't say back.
Yes, and then
yes. They give boxer for make you wear.
Yeah,
so what's next?
Time.
You say what you did by what thing?
Time, sir.
You did by time.
Yes,
that means say you the mess.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So I don't tell us so now you say okay, we don't now they by now you see what talking now we paper first and bet me and we back with you money. So when bet man now the push.
They bet you?
Yes, sir.
Who said bet you? Let us see. Okay, so we bet you like Bobby. So what's next you do? They bet you back in your back? Okay, in your back. Yeah, so what's next you do?
So me now push now so the guy.
So what you pray, mama? What next you do?
So now they want man be the talk say you say left far.
So body be the talk outside?
Yes, sir.
Did the boat be locked?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay. And he left far. It's so open. Now I say lock. I say look, I say this my left, now left far, why left far, now put it in my face.
Now what you put in face?
That
The pillowcase.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the pillow.
Yes, sir.
Yes. You put her in neck.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So I don't pull her now. Open. I don't pull it now.
Yes.
I go pick, can't hold me.
He hold you back. Yes. Yes.
Now, babe.
Okay.
Begin to hand me. I heard man say, open. Now I say, don't hold me back.
Okay.
I say, don't hold me.
So what next you do back?
Now I left for push her, sir.
Okay, you push him.
Yeah, we don't manifest now.
Yes.
Push her.
The way you push him, he grab back.
Yes, no.
He not grab again. So what next you do now? We push away, not grab again.
Now take that thing back.
The pillowcase.
The rope, the yellow rope.
Okay, with the yellow rope, yes. Now then you wrap him. Who say you wrap him?
The neck, sir.
Now in neck you wrap him.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Aisha, you know say within that moment say when you do all this, that push him back.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. Me na Sheku Bangura, Director Advocacy Network of Sierra Leone. And this morning I get a call from Mr. Latana Sako within America. He forwarded a video to me say a young girl get a problem with somebody who at least within the alleged don't commit a murder. So he asked me can they make a come find out to solicit me. Fortunately, God make a come Karmaton, Usman led, and I can't see the family. This naya nine bonda Aisha consent nine mama this. And this one nine granny this. And I don't come see the people and they don't give me a background of the man who did the act, one of full man. This full man they say they don't want up to four picking them. And the age wise about 45 years old. And this full man they say that this habit engage. Make a go friend side, a go rent place, one are very isolated places there, so that you will do in practice there. So in that sense, now this incident can happen. Now I don't carefully look all the results of Aisha, and I see in birth certificate as well. And if you look in birth certificate, just like it just done 14 years. Then if you look in school, take a look of the people in school. In school results then, it's still a primary, it does promote go class 5, so now in class 5 results them, so this, so now result then, so now a very young Pekin, who at least will just come up with, and I don't know how God turn things, because now this Pekin for don't lost in life, because now a very young Pekin, who at least one time the man that they, who are the first man that they who supposed to be as man, and as a result of this, the Pekin, the pain will start to feel and get for resist itself strongly, and that resistance will put also. Unfortunately, the guy for long and something happened against them. So the Pekin know the pain will be the feel, but me not able to explain much and make I only talk much. In Mama there because it just don't come out, you don't go see them na police station because currently they are custody. They say the thing happened on Sunday, then they arrest on Monday, right? They get for arrest on Monday, so we did detention. Then the council at the first Baton police station, but now they say they don't care and gonna kiss it. And then a barracks. And myself they take the venture, make her go together with mommy and make her go see Aisha, make her able get a talk with her, able know what he will tell me how these things happen before ever we get for know and prepare with defense adequately. Because the issue of rape in this country.
Okay, thank you for that video. I don't get the other one name. I don't know if waiting. But we see a picture of the man in there, that one, and take the picture. It was a little pillar case or whatever. We get some, yeah, that's the yellow thing where they put the person in face, where they picking, so they put in face or whatever, you know, harmful. I don't know. But she has to defend herself in the case of rape, in the case of attempted rape and kidnapping, because when you lock somebody in a room where you hold somebody, even Mrs. and Master, where you hold somebody against him, will say I want go, you say no, you know they go, you team up before na kidnapping, because you they stop them for letting not able for go do it, they stop in movement. So this young lady, when I hear he said in a class, people are gonna wonder how 15-year-old go to class 5. Well, the education system, and since the answer for the free campaign for school free education, you big picking there, when they go school again, we don't begin go school for try for go. Then people they put their school for try for go learn small thing, So some people go to doubt that in I ate. But I don't know if the women to I'm every woman Alfina they cannot see right now, or Madam Vicky. What Mr. Lance and Asako, you read the story and you don't did before. There is a GoFundMe page where you don't make technical team. If you can put the GoFundMe page with a plea and appeal to every Sierra Leonean, everybody with the watch me right now, and everybody will get for watch me. If we all can go on that GoFundMe page there, if na $5 you get, do not be ashamed for put anonymous that you $5. Yes, some people are quiet givers. If now one hamburger you get for save yourself from buying today, or one fast meal where one hamburger na like $4, Happy Meal $4 and something cents. Let us all sacrifice today. These people are coming to us. Then they champion this young lady for let it get in Dana court, for let it go get a good defense, because in anything what do so far, it don't look like this speaking get any intention for kill the man, but she was trying to fight for her own life. Unfortunately, somebody else lost their life. And that is what we are saying here. And Sierra Leoneans, it is not about competing. It is not about who that gets there first. It is about we coming together and supporting things. Yes, we can say, hey, I don't tire for Guy, I don't tire for Guy. But this one more time, I appeal and I beg to everybody. Let we come together. Let we give a support to this young lady and many other young ladies. They go through this. We not get the voice, or we not get the luck for let people then talk about them. Then they go silently, and then they go and then they suffer in the hands of abusers, men sexually molesting, harassing, abusing. Even though women themselves they do want to boy picking them. They do want to boy picking them, but most of the time, now man then they do want to woman them. Now man then they do want to we girl picking them. Now man then they do want. And Mr. Lansana and the advocacy for na free tongue and the every woman, they don't come together with many other organizations them and many other voice them. Let we come together, let we make one big bang for this speaking. So I appeal to let we go to the GoFundMe page. Technical team, please put the GoFundMe page, Mr. Sako. If you get some send them for the little pin up there, please. Okay, it's already there. It's already there. Faith I know they even see better. Yeah. Malcha, whatever. I know she's an organization disabled Pekin and Afriton. They don't put the websites there, and they ask una all, can viewers, can you pin this website? Let's go fund me. So I they ask everybody, una pull una wallet, una pull una purse. Una turn about una cheer them. If na $5 you give, if now you able give with pride. If we all give something, it will make a difference. If we all give, let we learn for be able for give what we not get nothing back in return. Because there are times when we give not to condemn anybody, but we give for let we get notoriety. We give for let we the open door for we. But this time let we give to a young lady we not get no hope. Where people they don't team up before for help for let you get justice. Mr. Lasana, you don't watch the video. You don't see what do you want add for this video. Because this speaking here, he say I try for waiting and call now tell me say la go was. He said now he give me water, I go was. He said then I go come back inside, now give me boxer. Some people will say, well, why this speaking not on away? Sometimes in like I say it's sabi the man, because the man talks say I don't say I know the I don't imam, I don't know what or whatever. But this speaking no want for late touch. Say it be the do which is wrong. But it don't want for let it touch am. It don't want for say no. I don't want for let it touch am. Left me. I don't want I don't want to touch me. He even make excuse say, I dey for me time, me period, I'm menstruating, leave me alone. But he continue for forcing self by this speaking, and this speaking, God give him the strength for fight this man here, and you know, say man tranga pass woman, but she fought, and unfortunately, sometimes I don't go for the naki aid, the picking all they do now for save a life. Because when you, Mr. Sako, as a social worker, as a psychologist, psychiatrist, psychologist, masters in psychology or whatever, or what you do as a social worker and advocate for people in in America, we know that the teachers in psychology, they have the fight or flight period. There is when you are in danger, you have the fight or flight, and sometimes you have to fight, and you don't know say they pull that strength there. Were you able to overcome what you overcome so? So, Mr. Sako, you don't hear what the Pekin say, you don't hear what the advocacy say, only the fed for what they call what you want for add to this and for make the people them, the Sierra Leoneans them and everybody else where they watch this now or later, what you expect and what you they appeal to them and what you want to see for let we do. What you want to research?
Well, I want to add to your voice say anybody, and no matter what you get, nothing is too small. Little drops of water makes a mighty ocean. The Mende man say, "Krokromia jave." Now, the meaning of little drops of water makes a mighty ocean. A 1,000 journey starts with the first step. There is a destination and there will be a light at the end of the tunnel. Together, if we take those steps, we all go get there. And the way where we go get there, now way we go see a Pekin, way defenseless, way weak, financially, and not they anywhere. As human beings, and no matter whose faith you dey practice, and no matter waiting na you believe, but this is the time for us to step up and defend. Why? Women in general, they don't suffer for too long. They don't suffer now with papa their hand. They don't suffer now man their hand. Not to only Africa, even in this civilized world, whether na England, the time of King James, whether na the United States, where Washington them in day, the suffrage movement, na woman they start them. Because why? They have no power. The man then go beat them. They're not supposed for vote. They're not supposed for do this. Africa, plazas no do or sol pasmak na you plazas. The man don't come, you don't put him, you don't get all kind loving. As he taste no more, first way they do na bad word he go tell you. If you no mistake, he slap you. Because of that, you dey under him. So this don't they go on for so long. We don't see this Biente, 7-year-old and they die because of rape. 5-year-old, 28-year-old they rape him. 3 months old, 30-year-old man they sexually molest them. Now, 1 out of millions, hundreds and thousands we don't suffer rape at the hands of men. Don't decide for say in no go accept them because in no one that one the way say no na no. God don't give this picture the strength because anybody this picture when they see who side they talk now the camera then put na in face very close to her and that make a big so. If you go see this Pekin side it him up, it's small. You self go doubt. You go feel say na gun it take a shoot the man. But you know what? The people that we are Christian, we don't read David and Goliath. Where David come in not to be part of the army, he just can no more from whatever they do. He join the army, see them. Then come for comfort. Then the other side go pull Goliath. David come he see. He say in go who that force they go. The other enemy don't afraid because they don't ever see somebody way huge and big like that. Now laugh they laugh am. But guess what? Now in save the Israelites. He defeat them. So that's what happened in that room yesterday that day. Now God in work now in happen. God not grieve for let another Fatima occur. God not grieve for let another Sierra Leonean Pekin or woman die, because we get adults the way they die from the hands of men, but they come. This video una see the interview with the interviewer. Me go look at this interview, I go say this interview na nonsense, because the person na leading question, the misleading question. You know, say you don't kill. Well, what you don't do? You know, say you don't do this, and she is surrounded by so many people. She is surrounded by so many people. A day in fear, she is terrified. He go answer anything and say any nonsense where he go say, and not they even think twice. If you look at this speaking, where they talk, and not they even take break. They just go brrr, a day in terror, a day in trauma, a day in fear, and not get that maturity. For let it sit down, let it think say this na got you question, and not get that one day. Now that make the age of consent. That's the reason why them put them. We get what we call age of consent. If they say 14, a 40-year-old or 30-year-old man not for don't with people not reach 18, now reason make, because una reasoning power not to the same. Now it happen. Now yeah. Now it tell us say let it go was, it go was. It tell us say le don, it go le don. Some man go interpret that one day for say it means say the pikin it be one do man business, or waiting make the pikin care go inside. Just because you don't go inside man in house, I let you been done lay down with him before 50 times. That day you tell and say I don't want, I'm not able. It taught you na rape. So now we left for demonize woman them just because them go na inside the man in house. If man come on go na woman in house, nobody know they talk bad but and that way they know they talk for say na so it and if na the 15-year-old bobo enter inside big woman in house, na praise them the praise and say oh the boy get game oh, how he manage to able forget this 30-year-old woman. Now praise them the praise them. But if na woman, then that woman don't be in morals, they're not good, nothing not good. We not a moral police. Yes, we not a condone. We picking them, let them do anything. But we get circumstances surrounding every human being in situation. Most of us are not born with silver spoon. Some of us, we so poor, we have to find other ways to make ends meet. Because of our poverty and we level of maturity, 15-year-old, it is very easy for man where they able for go sell na tongue and more money pass you for make a law you into having sexual activity with him, even if you don't want to do that. Now in the happen na Salone today plenty. You they see 13, 14-year-old picking them. The man they were supposed for protect them, we're supposed for be them papa them, we're supposed for be them guardians them. Now then they sit on a corner where he come, he buy you granite all for the first day. Now that one day we call in we own trade as grooming and coercing. And they buy in granite all. Then the second day again, he buy in granite all. Then the third day he takes chocolate or buy clothes again. Once he don't do that one day, not to say that picking they think about sex, that picking the fool say the man lecker. And not they think about sex. And they think say the man lecker. And now, when it don't pass that one day, when the gift don't plenty, waiting they happen with that picking and waiting don't happen with this picking, where we they talk so. That na Aisha Conte. Waiting go don't happen with her. They don't feel say this man here entitled forget anything where he ask him for. When I go look the word entitlement. And not mean say that picking grill entitlement. Na in. So anything we ask that picking, can say
that's how you control them with by grooming.
Exactly.
And then from that grooming that's how when they think, yeah, okay, this man care about me, this person love me, this person will harm, and then you trust them.
Yes. You trust them,
you trust
give
them.
them trust, and then once it begin with you now, that's it. You don't go inside. Then now, how them picky are they turn to they become promiscuous? You they give this picky what in no blanket. I know they talk about sex, and they talk about material wealth. You the game.
Yes.
It don't begin to live a life not the way where it not be the live. It not the suffer like I been the suffer again. It not the waka waka at all whole day. When you left him, it not the look for inside again. Now for all that big money they go look.
Yeah.
Where inside the and I go tell you say look and bobo like that one day. This na in the cause
All in
and
the
that the
name of
psychological damage that one the way they cause to picking them.
yes, yes, yes,
Yes. Now this
psychological damage.
so let nobody not look picking them like this. You blame them. Nobody let not look picking like this. You blame him. That man he all passed this picking 2.5 times. 2.5
Yes.
but woman say for a day 30. Man they way go full up. I not go say now picky way they 15. Picky way they 15 years old. Then you one can point say because a well then tell us say let go inside. You don't know how the psychology they work. So you take her, you want blame
Yeah.
her. You not look this picky in
Yes.
financial situation. Who side it come up? Picky way they go sell granite. Now $2 they make for the whole day. So do ya? Lord, we put that one day aside. Waiting this picky day in right now. Now a capital crime. Lord will not take anything for granted. Lord will not leave any stone unturned. Lord will put all hands on deck and make sure say we come together and we protect this speaking. They say we get a caller. Sorry.
Yes, we get a caller, but make I just go with the GoFundMe again. If you not can click the GoFundMe page. And Mr. said just donate $50. I put $50 and I encourage everybody because I'm looking at the GoFundMe. Una they call for $10,000 goal for take care of everything what the pikin get for need. Because I know say I listen to one audio one live where lawyer is candy in California talk say just number for let the lawyer go see the pikin now $1,000 he called for just number for go see the case and he be outraged say outside person they put $1,000. Outside picking then a free tongue or them parents they go put $1,000 when a $2 for day then they sell in the market. You understand? So when they ask for $10,000, they don't get $1,185. I just donate $50. And they beg we, and they ask we all like why would they watch? Who that able because this is a PayPal. I think PayPal they all over the world. Una can just click on PayPal, una donate. It's 7 donation they don't give, and how many people don't share? 129 people now we don't share. Because me just know what I'm today, the GoFundMe page, me say don't put me only little clock or I get. That don't mean say na $50 if you put so. Sometimes you get past me. You can put more than me. Sometimes you don't get $50 and $10 you want give. It's okay. And there's a place there where they ask you if you want to pay the taxes or whatever. If you want to put zero, you put zero. If you don't want, you put what's in and they ask. But let we give. Let we give, let we help, let we support the speaking, let we give and hope. Because at this speaking at 15 years, it begin go school back, he get hope for make a better future. Now this thing die don't can hang over in aid. And if we hear the audio again, the investigator asked and said, do you know say you been killed somebody? He was like, no, I don't be know. The same way come on, they don't know say the man don't die. The same way he left there, he no say the man don't die because now yeah again, he kind of stomach was nice say I don't know now later on then tell him or whatever I know or the night they know or something. But he not be know in the beginning say the man don't die. If you say don't put and they come and hear the run come out na door, take the key in pocket and run for common door for saving life let the man. He said because if you don't push the man first, the man grab. So he push him back, he put the tail by head, he take the key, he run come on a door for the man. Now he don't plan down the way he be plan. So the GoFundMe page, they don't get one in, like I say, 1,100 and 1,000 waiting up in the money, $185. When I know we go we give. All you get for do just take your ATM card, just take your credit card. Any one way you want use, you go pay her later. Once you dey give for help this speaking, I dey beg una if una let we come, let we donate, let we give, let we give, let we give. Una click on the link and then at the VOS page, una take that thing there, una go there, una give. If na $5 you get, it's okay. Be proud of your $5. You giving with your heart. You give in because that's all you can give, that's all your might. It's okay. Because we know say then country at Tiranga. We know say we get beaucoup responsibility there back home. But this is give to somebody no. It is easy to forgive to somebody where you know or where you dey get pleasure back out of. But giving to a stranger, giving hope to a stranger, the people them are the beg, una let we go, una let we donate, una let we give to this cause. This is a worthy cause. This we all believe in God. We say God go bless you, and the religion the way we get in a salon and tell you say when you give it will come back to you. When you give it will come back to you. You picking them go team up in line for the blessing. We don't know what if we $1 then $2 then what would they give to their organization here. So at the beg una, at the beg una, at the plead to una let we support. Let we support the Every Woman. Let we support the advocacy group when Mr. Sakod and the lead, then day before, and many other people there where they go. Let we come together for the good of this Pekin. Because we get for protect them, and like I say again, we first lady, it don't come out with answer for God, which is a good slogan, which is a good soundbite, but we get for put things in place. The things are in place because when Mrs. Bio is out of country, so this is a big case floating on social media. Mr. Lanson, I don't tell we say he reach out to him, he sent to him, other person sent to him back because Mrs. Bio been busy and that, but it not before take even Mrs. Bio for act. Because when you get an organization in your absence, the organization for still be able for function. Now that time you for me don't see lawyer than day before coming from answer for a girls organization or NGO. These things they come out because these are cases where go on social media. When you make it to social media, it has gone viral. It is news, na Sierra Leone. Many other picking the way they suffer when not get other effect for them. Now I make their organization like Every Woman, Minister Vicky Fona, Hassan, and Madam Alfina by Faith Dumbuya, and then many other women. Them, I think that is sister in London. We get Michelle, and also be called the name better. And forgive me, but they are doing fantastic job. They helping.
Pastor Faith Smart. Pastor Faith Smart.
Faith Smart. They are doing wonderful job in silence. They know they do, they know they make noise, but then they do for impact and change people in their life. So me people there, me brother there, me sister there, Mr. Lancer now, I pass them back to you because like how I said the Pekin say, it not be no say the man don't die. Because if you listen to the video back, that's why I say when I listen carefully. They say I not been. They say say you kill person. They say yeah, but I not be no. And not say where you left now the person. It may not be no say the person don't die. He left a run carry the person where somebody want go sleep with her where no one let the person sleep with her. It is her body and her body now in right for saying no. I don't want for let you lay down with me. Just like Mr. Lance and I explained how the abusers do. They groom you. They groom these young people. That's why we tell Una, we get picking them. Because I was a victim of sexual molestation and abuse from older family members. This is what you do. When you get you picking, they uncle where they come, where they say, hey, I mean, where's this? Hey, can't sit down here, get cookies. That's how you groom kids. I know they say all they do but una watch una picking them, especially girl picking them. They do want to boy picking them back because I remember there was me uncle in West. Me uncle in West was abusing my auntie's son. His small brother, mama say, oh mommy, this is what's going on. And mama not been believe. And mama set up one day, na free tongue, he left go walk. Then tell they don't be small. He left go walk where he make like he go walk where he come. This kombraya, this umayana, so he can bring them food because they sell fish, this, that. He can bring things and come for the beginning, they bring them mango, they bring fruit. But not knowing that he was having sex with this little boboyaso. Because he may soul rest in peace now, he don't die. But all these things they make you mind, and when you become an adult, these abuse it manifests in adult life. A lot of women have gone through trauma, and in the middle age, now then tia can show up where woman they can begin misbehave, woman they can begin aggressive, woman they can begin this because that thing where they don't day inside, where they don't suppress for a long time. Women go through that stuff. So Mr. Lassa, that's a call. Anything else you get on this video? Yeah, like I said, the Pekin say he waiting, and what you get for say, but they go fund me. So far, what you want to say about the GoFundMe? Because I don't know if now one GoFundMe they out there or now two GoFundMe they out there, but this GoFundMe that is led by every woman and Mr. Lassa call them and the advocacy for waiting a freedom. Now the GoFundMe page down there where they put forth. And so when I go donate, I don't know who that they get that else money. I don't know who that they where they get that money. But me no say them people they always sit on here with me. So me no say I trust them. Say if they say that they do thing, I don't go to Madam Alfina where we they put money and they go feed people in a DC, homeless people in a DC, then they feed people in a freedom, then they feed people in a Liberia. It gets branch all side whether they do things there. Whether they do things for less fortunate women and children them and people them. So everything also Mr. Lassa, if you get anything else for answer to it.
Right. Like what you say, we they encourage everybody. This is not a critical moment. This is not the time. If we need for save and help anybody, this is the time. I think say we get caller, maybe after that we go move forward.
Yes, let me take the caller then please. Good evening, caller. What's your name and who from? Hello, caller. Good evening. What's your name and who's you call from, please?
Wanna thank you very much for pick up my call.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you hearing me?
Yes, we hear you. Go ahead, sir. What's your name and who's you call from?
Okay.
Yes, we hear you.
Ms. Fadima, and thank you so much, Mr. Lansana. What happened so to that picking day now a very, very, very bad thing that happened. And in our
Yeah, go ahead, sir. I think the phone door.
All right. Okay. Well, let it go until it come on.
Okay.
Miss Fadiba, then Umania where you don't call. I am every woman movement. Then they do wonderful job around. This here in case from where I begin work with them while I together in this case, waiting then they do behind the scenes, apart from the individual donations. Then they send chocolates. When I mean they tell you it's true. Then they send chocolates. Then they send milk for let them pick here nourish. Every time. Me self take, we send money for let them cook for the picking 3 times a day. What we they spend, apart from what we don't put na this GoFundMe, we not the disclosure. The extra expenditures that we they take them upon reset, we do them behind the scenes. And I am every woman movement. They've done a wonderful, wonderful job. Then don't embrace this speaking as if not them born them. Then don't put their heart, their soul, and their mind into making sure this speaking not only gets good legal representation, but also nourished and lay a day in a way where you know they wonder too much. In Mama, as we say, we don't bring and come and put them to safety. Now we responsible for them financially. In Pikiwe de prison, now we responsible for them financially, especially I am every woman movement. We get pictures and away na mine no one show. Wherein this Pikin they receive chocolate, and they receive milk, and they receive anything where he want, where probably he not ever get Where even they outside. Everything. Every woman movement, they make sure say this picky get up. I mean, when I can see the picture, then they send to me privately. And they just see that glad they are saying the whole world. Now, so half of we or quarter of we day so the world go sweet. This na people picking. We not sabi them. We not sabi them. Then we tell una other story again. This na a blessing in disguise. We're not happy she's there. But people the way they do good, they always want see who side and they go do good. This pikin go meet another 15-year-old pikin. We not get no support, we nobody know yeri, but just like how many of we boy pikin and the language na prison, or we then don't go take one bunga, they say they not get enough judicial representatives for take their case, then they did it 2 years, judge not see them. This pikin go meet another 15-year-old pikin we then call Jamina too, where incef did it for murder. Hands off our girls, especially Pastor Faith Smart. Not hands off our girls, sorry. I am every woman movement.
I am every woman.
I am every woman movement, and especially Pastor Faith. That pikin who don't take them, then they now together will they work on both of them. Incef now the same abuse. Beat them, do all kind of thing, force them, forget sexual relationship. When it not happen, fate come on inside. The man himself die. No gun, no nothing, wrestle, physical hand. So the pikin himself don't begin the team up for say, no is no.
Yes.
It has been too long that we begin and they die. Now them brutes they are their hands. Too much for too long. Where will they turn the other way? So now, if one revenge, two revenge, we want for demonize them because now 15-year-old people why they begin man business. Now we first question. But when a man do I like they 13, that praise you praise and say, yeah, but how you manage that woman? Yes, you that player, how you manage? Now that's what they do. That's injustice. Everybody deserve their own right for let you treat them fairly and let you treat them equally. But the world is not like that. Woman them, we look at them as objects. Now so that man they look that pikin as an object in toy for play with. Anytime where you need them, you take them. In spoon, where you want put them here, you put them. Where you want use here, you where you want toss here, you toss them. This is how we have treated our women. So if this pikin don't take this stance, then this other pikin will don't go meet. Ladies and gentlemen, we for come together as fathers, as mothers, as for saying this pikin are we all sister. Lord, we not allow ladies speak our language. This GoFundMe, a day, a transparent. We they encourage you now. Lord, will be part of this noble cause. Lord, we help this speaking in any way possible. We not for left any stone unturned because this not a thief man case. This not capital case. Now in the small picky like this, we defend himself and he gets every right for defending himself as waiting una see in this video. And that make I take me time for explain to the people them where they feel say because woman waka go na the money owes. He enter a ledon, small picking, then that means say that picking morally bankrupt. Therefore, na ingo fena for himself. What did they go do na that money owes at that time? Why if I go the mantle and say take close? Well, that means they sabi themselves. Ladies and gentlemen, whether they sabi themselves, they're not sabi themselves, they're not equal in maturity. They are not equal. One pass in company. If you go fight Mike Tyson, you tell me who that go win. You are not a trained boxer. You are as little as 110 pounds. You face Mike Tyson, that is a career, a fighter. You tell me who that go win. That's so the sense where that man gets and that picking day. That's all the sense with the man and day, and then 15, 14-year-old picking with a day. That's so a day. You're not go able for fight that battle day. That picking not mature enough. Or picking them like them one then day. They're not mature enough for pull themselves under them kind of sexual threat. They're not able. So do you not demonize them? Look at them as victims from the beginning, where big man begin the door with them. That's how you should look at them. And then you find a way how you will help for stop. Either you give them counseling, you talk to them, or you find somebody where you go help in your neighborhood where you know say they go through this. Let yourself not be part of the problem. Be part of the solution. So do ya
Mr.
know we go
Sako,
at the GoFundMe? Yes.
we know when you don't get trauma, when you because you this is trauma, and they go through trauma right now, and they go through. She's scared, even though I don't come out. What is her psychological and mental state right now? Because
Well, this
you don't find out say he killed somebody while she was almost raped, while she was kidnapped. You know, we know if a life get for commot day or not get for commot day again. What is her mental? Because you go through trauma and you traumatize. But like I say, if the good in your situation for help somebody else where they now the same situation where himself they pan, we not get no help. But what is her mental and the mental capacity? When they hold them people and do they put them in juvenile or do they put them among adults? Do they have like therapists that go in there that make sure say them picking us so the mental whatever and this and that they in place? Do they have all that stuff? You know, for them picking the year and then continue since una did before by the advocate of children. I mean, those are one of the things you should look into because you know here, first of all, when there's an abuse or whatever, then take them, they put you either in a juvenile a condition inside that juvenile you get treatment, you get therapy while you wait or if they give you bail or they not give you bail or whatever, or they hand you in the custody to the custody of your parents, whatever the stuff is. But what is her condition? Because I'm not saying go for all the legal stuff, but what is her psychological?
well,
How would they do?
and this we try for say I am every woman's movement advocacy network with the Hidden Truth together in collaboration. When they hold this speaking, the first thing with them is supposed to do, especially whether an adult or not. Imagine somebody don't die in your hand. Nobody know they grab a common amount and say, I they go kill somebody. Especially 15-year-old picking. That trauma where that picking go through, because caused by the physical violence where it undergo. We see the bets. We know for say there was a struggle. We hear somebody they say you don't get come out. They say you do not lock. So a day in prison, kidnapped at the same time, and then this thing can occur. Then you can't find out say person don't die. When they hold the pikin, then go put them say custody and not call them prison. No psychiatric attention, no psychological evaluation. Just throw away and day. Now no wait happy with her. Then call me 11 o'clock. No. 4 5. I mean they try for go get haircut. 4 5 from Kisi Barracks Police Station. For say the Peking don't collapse. Around 5 p.m. we own time. Now I make the message as send them. Now I am every woman's movement. Then I send them to Pastor Faith individually. Right away, every woman's movement they take action. Then come like way they get swarms of bee. Arrange a Zoom call. That Zoom call, while we're there on the Zoom call, we connect the Zoom call na Kisi Police Barracks with Advocacy Network Director, Mr. Sheku, we go on the ground immediately and know about her. A day with the area and the police, then they talk, then they argue for care go the Pikina hospital. Waiting then say, and that it shocked me. Then not get female police officer we go able for take that picking at this time the picking lay on a ground in collapse one. because of stress, because of trauma,
Yeah.
because of
Yeah.
everything we go through. We there with the plead, every woman, every movement, Mr. Sheku Dede on the ground with the plead, do ya? This became a need first psychological attention, and then una who come up if anything with psychiatric attention. But now it don't collapse. Law we pull this speaking crime and say, nope, female police officer, not they, we go carry and go, they not get one. One whole police barracks. You hear me? I not hear you.
I said one whole police station
One whole police
don't
barracks.
have a female
They don't
on
have
duty.
run. We there on the phone with these people almost 3 hours. That girl could have died.
Yes.
That girl, because one, we not get any medical professional in the facility we go able to diagnose what to make this pikia collapse. Nobody knows. And then not forget, they don't bet this pikin 3 days. Tetanus they exist. If it go inside body, it can kill you. Now bet mark. The disease where that man gets, nobody no. Waiting it go don't transfer through this bet mark. We dey try for let them understand all these things. Nope, we get forget female police officer. Meaning, una young policy, a value pass somebody in life. Whose kind police work that one day? And then, God make, and I am every woman's movement. We been get a medical professional online with we then call Kadisano Harris from England. Okay, we get with the person who been actually lead that group there when our Pastor Faith Smart. Now we been there on with others. We talk among we say the girl begin to ask questions, medical questions. They ask for let them talk to the Pekin. The Pekin he talks more and more. I'm not able to talk. I'm not able to talk.
What to do?
You know, not able to talk. The Pekin able to talk. She's sick. You know what he then do?
What?
I am every woman movement that then get somebody where they don't pay school fee for. Say he don't do college. He join police. Now that blessing nine come for them pandemic. That person Canada aid, then call up. He wear uniform right away. Every pathway he been there inside Freetown. As then call up, he wear uniform. He jump inside motorcar. He can at the police station. We come now unable for take the Peking, care and go hospital, bring and come back, can hand over and to them people here. Had it not been for her,
Hold on.
yes.
Let me go into them phone call. Good morning.
Yes.
What's your name? Who's the call from, please?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
this is
caller.
Anonymous. They call from
You can
Ukraine.
turn down the set. Okay,
Hello?
Mr. Anonymous, go ahead, sir. Yes, go ahead, Mr. Anonymous.
First of all, I really appreciate this program. I don't follow like few months back. Yeah, kind of
Thank
really,
you.
really interesting and progressive. But the first point I want to make now,
Yes, sir.
this second video really worry me, trouble me, The man where they talk, he just they emphasize say Fulaman, when a kind of very discriminating term. I think someone at the studio they say for don't call that man they out. For make them kind of statement and the Fulaman, And secondly, again, what I want to say, make them stop these habits there. When something happen and go video, they give people a pre-trial. That picking there was no need for me to go video and ask some question. Probably don't go say something where implicated say out of fear because people don't get around you. Just like normal way thief man, way person thief na salon and can't get up around. You see, maybe people can stop that habit there. Then third day again, what I want to say, we get judiciary system, people can get right to free lawyer. How about we advocate for the system, make it work? Because person go there in our remote village, you know, sabi the Mr. Sako, you know, sabi anybody for call. How they going to help that person they make it get justice? You understand? Not they against the GoFundMe, but how about people within our remote area where they don't get access to all the social media, they don't get access to anybody? The judicial system not for land people a hand or say na pass and call first lady. There should be a working system where you go work for everybody, every Sierra Leonean as a citizen. You see? Then again, because then kind of solution that to me not sustainable at all. You see, there are thousands of girls out there where they go through the same thing. Who that go help them? Then they're vulnerable. Then again, the last point I make this: the family gets a lot for play. You see, we can't keep poor, you understand? But the worst thing is poverty of the mind. You see, you get some parents there. You go see person get shop, you go see person get something in that area. In a Calbato, I go up beside this happen. You understand? They will say, this one, don't you picking. Small picking them. You understand? The family gets a role for play. Some family and they, some of we, no matter how poor we been there. Then kind of thing I know they happen now with family. You understand? I know they bash the family. But this we need to get a broader conversation. You get some mama and some picking and in this small age, then they see what thing they happen, then see they push, and then they push them picking them. You go na person shop or you go say this man they work na so place. Hey, go to her and go to her. You understand? So the parent get a role for play too. So now my own point in it. But that video that I think say we're supposed to call I respect this network, bad one, because na the only network I follow. You understand? I suppose on call out that video. There was no need for that discriminate stance in a full man. You understand? It's not good. So now my contribution and thanks.
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much, caller from Ukraine, Anonymous. Now we go to the next caller, please. Good evening, caller. What's your name and who's you call from? Hello, caller. Good evening. What's your name and who's you call from? Okay, if you're not there, let me go to the caller. Hello, caller. Good evening. What's your name and who's you call from, please? Okay, I don't know what's going on with the phone lines. Let me talk on this caller from Ukraine, Mr. They make some points and they why the advocacy guy say na one fuller man, why not say na one man with the yanda, why again for emphasize say fuller man. me, caller, sorry, we had to people there. Thank you again. We've been here for we booked the telephone system because we were having problem with it. So sorry and thank you all. We didn't have the case today. We did the case of young Pekin Isata. Right now, the Every Woman movement and also Lasana Saka of the Hidden Truth and Advocacy and for Pekin and Salone, they don't team up before for try speaking like when they say go fund me page where they and they tell you say if any sound I want put on money or not say the money go on the right side. One of the people I know I be and I trust and I business so say go say it go. This now for help girl for helping legal things. So caller, good evening. What's your name and also the call from place.
Okay, this now concerns cities in New York. Una thank you for the program.
Okay.
Well, thank you. Ms. Fadima, thank you. Mr. Lansana, thank you. This problem this way they affect with picking them in Salone. When a very, very, very dangerous situation. Can you imagine 15 years old picking, you put on through down situation there also, nothing now on the way not go. But not only the girl picking them, I believe say the boy picking them now come because we need to encourage them for let them come up, let them talk. You know, Baku big woman them meander where they abuse boy picking them. Where the boy picking them then look silent. Mr. Lansana, sometimes for political swing, one can just kaput things them, they wanna run with them. And I believe say with all the agendas them way you get in mind, you get to be open-minded. Boku picking them, they abuse them. And they abuse not only the man them, but the woman themselves, where they come with them picking them also they abuse them. So woman they can't go take them picking them in a village and then say that they can't put them at school. Life and then parent them. That woman they cow them picking them, they walk them, now then first they grab, now then last they sleep. Some picking the totete, they get down ring them then in head, they cut them picking them here, go get them plastic for sell for the whole day, what them picking them lost, what them kind of hose, they pull them half back and beat them, all them picking them nappy them, all them thing they even under rainy season, they pull them picking them at door for wash all them nappy them day. Nobody know the way they talk about that. And at the same moment that they abuse them picking them day, then picking them at host back again, they abuse them. Now they walk and do every damn thing. What spot them? Because maybe they go school in village. They don't bring on Kana and they even go school stuff again. Well morning 10 rich. Now first they grab. Now get for sweep. Now get for bring water. Now get for gonna market. Now get for come and cook. Then them put market in head, go sell. And then same woman there, now they smuggle, rest them, put on a bucket, go get that Monday for me. All land they need to talk on. So the abuse is just rampant. So you, Mr. Lanston, are not a follow political wind. When I therefore get open-minded, when I see the abuse the way they picking the way they go on, the way they bring them kind of free and let them commend them. This now we boys them, we girls them, they go through horrible situation at that place and they, especially with the countryman there, we didn't go give picking for men. That picking they don't turn kakaboket na the host. I'm sorry for that language there. They abuse them to the last. Even young picking themselves inside the house. All man that are one grain picking they did the same. Then they do all kind of work na that house there. With no pay, no nothing. In school success they need to go. So you get open-minded. We could solve the problem. We look into every damn thing. We see how they able to advocate for them picking and day. Not only the man on your own side, but the host the outside them picking and day. Why you need to put this picking at school like you don't picking them? Why you need to like to in people them? So now you don't take that one day. Thank you.
Thank you. The good thing is practice democracy. This is the voice of Salone Bago. Allow me silence.
I think we'll get one
respond if
more
you get
caller.
for response.
I think we get one more caller, I think. I will
Yeah, no, take
respond
another.
after.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, take this call last. Yeah, yeah, caller, good evening. What's your name and also you call me from?
Hi, good evening. This is Anonymous. I just get a little bit of contribution. How now they do?
Your name again?
Oh, we fine. Thank you, my
Anonymous.
dear. I know.
Oh, anonymous. Okay.
Um, yeah, I just call for give a little bit of a contribution. I thank una all for waiting una they do. Let God bless una. I not gonna say I'm happy way this happened, but at least this is shed light on the issues them we don't get where they go on our country. You know, just over a year ago, we get the issues of Samarimba, where been they groom one small picking, they buy items and stuff like that. And we don't know the truth about that case, but for that reason, they make a day jail. But at the end of the day, nobody rallied over that child. Nobody said anything because Kamarimba, now a man of influence, and a lot of people they say, oh, injustice to him because then set him up and this time, but there are audios out there where people say the thing where they accuse this man of he actually do 'em. But today we get people and where they go and talk for say, oh, that Kamarimba not deserve for the jail. Even though he not die, but we get for look at also for saying that then things they are where they go now with communities. Like for me, I have been a victim because at the end of the day, the host way I come to America. At the end of the day, my uncle inside they constantly they go after me, want to sleep with me, and I said no, it's not right for me for sleep with me and him man because at some point I look at him for saying a sin to me. And I didn't allow him. But at one day he began to beat me and Tina also I stood up and I said something. At the end of the day he left the woman and the whole community. Me name nine and stain at the whole community. How me and she bring me come to this country, me come pull in man and this that can scatter the marriage and stuff like that. We have these stigmas going on. And so these days, I'm almost 40, I'm dealing with those issues. So now we look at we get politicians and where they behave this way. I don't want to say much here about Cameroon, but we also get to look at this and say, could there be, say, waiting in being in jail, is this justice? You know, I know they deserve in bail and all that, but at the end of the day, now we also not forget for say. Now the same thing like that, what they talk about, so big man they go after small picking, and when I can remember in time, and they told we been a groom, we've been a groom, it's part of our culture. Man then can they then go then groom 15-year-olds. We get people they say, oh now you man down the way, oh your uncle go see, oh me where can I about they begin they touch you in the wrong places and begin for they squeeze you in the wrong places. So I'm happy that this they shed light, but also now I need to go after the law. When I check in the law books, waiting permitted in the law and in the constitution about this, and not just fighting for this girl, no, we fight for the whole nation. So the young girls, them and the young women, the young boys, the young men go know for say the rules. Then they change things are coming to light, and at some point Sierra Leone will come out of the ashes. This is just my contribution. Thank you all for listening.
Thank you so much, Anonymous. Mr. Sako, you get the caller from Ukraine, the caller from New York, and then Anonymous,
Yeah.
the female Anonymous.
Right. Last
The
start
caller
with
from Ukraine, they talk about we culture. And they talk about the culture, the way, even though even come on a poor family, but because of poverty, we they see where parents them they push them picking them to man them. Then the other one in New York in they talk about how you're kind of like just taking only cases for political gain and all that kind of thing. And then this female caller who's a young lady that I usually she's a regular caller and I love her submissions that she gives most of the time. It talk about what about the case of Kamaremba. People are defending Kamaremba, but he did the same thing. He just be saying he did not jail. And I know say when the talk of the grooming come with Kamaremba pull that audio, Me, if una hear me, I not ever advocate for Kamarimba. Because what I said, and I will say it again, the only thing, let them give up in court. But you don't get no rights for buy phone for people picking. You don't get no right for picking when they underage for tell and say, go school, where you go school done and go marry you. No, you don't do those things. Now, instead put himself usai ide, he not, he confess, he put himself usai ide. Then they do an injustice because they're not grief for give them time for what they call. But other people are not there in jail all these years. Whether do or whether they don't accuse of the same thing. What 4 5 years take today they sit down at jail justice no day. Should that be the way the system should work? No. Everybody for day in, whether you guilty or not, whether the court of public opinion, whatever you, guess what you they do? You they go, you give the person in court. And he talk, this guy, other guy, talk on the culture. The parents self gets their own side for blame. But in the end of it all, when a person, whoever is the abuser, you don't get no right for force yourself. No right whether the parents entertain that foolishness there, whether if that pikin don't say, left me, I don't want, I don't did this, I do that, it is her body, it is her right, because some of these kids we know culture do that. We know it is the culture. We know some parents them. Then they know say it happen. But for keep the family in name, they would not. What did they go do? They will take the one picking and pull and come and put and go and then when they bring other picking back the same abuse today. And then this other caller they talk on when they go bring picking them from upline. When they bring them come, then they abuse them. They not even put them at school. Then they make them walk. Una all for talk about that. What do you get for say to them people and they we don't make all the okay. What do you get for say? Because all in all na child abuse. Then they look at in the eye say we they pick and choose and cherry drop who that we the team up for. So what do you say to that?
Thank you, Ms. Fadiba. The number one for New York, we talk about the Fulaman business, it is 1000% correct. Where they go to court, you know they go to court as Fulaman, Mendeman, Timiniman, or Locoman. Where they go to court, they go as an offender, either a victim or a perpetrator. So nobody not supposed to say that Fulaman, that Timiniman, or that Mendeman when you they try for describe somebody. But again, you know, sometimes we don't use this that Salone where you ready say, that Mendeman, that Fulaman, that Madigo man. Now, the police then call the man Tarawali. It's possible say that man na Madigo man like me. The police come out with a statement and say Tarawali, Abdul Banja Tarawali. It could be Limba, it could be Madingo, it could be Yalonka, it could be Kuranko. So it's possible self say not to Fulaman, but whether na Fulamano, na Madingamano, nobody not supposed for call and so I think say Mr. Sheku Bangura, that side he make mistake. That was wrong, that was mistake. And as I be the man, I don't feel say a mean in that kind intention. I don't work with him for almost 8 years. So, but anyhow, we perfect. Sometimes we get we own flaws. But that was uncalled for. For let it call that man the Fulaman, it was very, very uncalled for. I condemn that 100%. And I'm sure say we don't discuss that one day. Me and him. We don't maybe don't bring that one day to Ram before that. Because me say we see that I'm a man fula. But you know mean say that waiting. They mean na Madinga. The man Tarawali could be say that man na Madinga. So but then and they nobody not supposed to ascribe somebody by name, especially when you get for do with something way bad. You know, somebody go take that personal and I understand the man in point. So then he talk about the picking in video. I think say I've been doing address that one day for say if me not that picking lawyer, I go fight, let them not admit that video they not court at all because it not get no place the way they do I'm not misleading questions they will give. Then number two, another concerned guy from New York. I don't deal with concern from Australia I hope say are able for satisfy your question. Concern na New York, maybe you go can't like me and then you change your mind about everything where you don't say about me now. Because anything where me they do, the proof is in the pudding. Now so American man call 'em. I get I get track record on what they do. So I want for advice you say, let you go on Facebook. It go take you a long time because you don't tell what start. Let you go see where I make a topic with them call domestic slavery. Now been the heading that one day for me. Domestic slavery. Okay? I call them domestic slavery. This very thing where you talk about, now in I advocate for say then they go pull them picking in a village, then bring them come, put them in a house, while then young picking then they go school, then picking and they wash them, picking them, close them. Until them picking them graduate, come out turn doctor, that woman go day, he all day, it is still work again for them picking them. They wash them, picking them, close them. So maybe this go make you go let me. Maybe this go tell you say this not to politics. It come up under one day. I no one go too much waiting at they do on the ground. Too much. The girl picking them way small while they pay school fee for. A day I know one day ask the name, nothing I call them, they call me. Now in plenty. I get one right now as I've been they talk to Pastor Faith day before yesterday. I get one right now. Way brilliant, but it not get nothing. It don't graduate with BSc honors. BSc honors now in a graduate. Now at the Senam, let it do a master's where it don't send me message now say na 30 million for a master's where are ready for send once the paper out don't come, not to go for me na me pocket it they come out. That one day back na girl picking. I know one day meet her, I know one day talk to her like say anything. Now waiting I don't do for other picking them. Then I get boy picking them. Where are they pay school fee for? Are they take care of? I get one boy picking, no, two of them. One don't send me message in Mama the hospital they die. I say the only way what I go do, go na the hospital, put the video, la talk to the mommy, la see him, then you give me picture from your host before you go na the video, la compare the two, then I go take care of your mama na in sick bed. So maybe waiting at the car out now you they take you interpret, but waiting at the do behind the scene, no go fund me, no go able for replace am. I want let you know that one day today. So me no they are for politics. Now 8-9 years I they do this. 8-9 years. If na Kabbalah you come out, go let you go see what I go do na Kabbalah. $3,000 na come on na me pocket. Now I spend na Kabbalah. If na bow you come out, go let you go see what I do. 5 water well na $15,000 na me pocket it come out. Not to go fund me it come out. I know they are for politics today. I know they are for politics tomorrow. Are they are for the helpless, for the weak, and for the maligned, for the one that will not receive justice. Now me your life track that one day. I know they make plenty money, but the small one what they make, billahi are ready for share. I'm waiting to. My mama will die this past June. Now from Atlanta. When I graduate with my masters, I invite me mama let it come. Na yana America. He attend me graduation. I get over 200 people away attend. I take the mic and look me mama, I tell her. I say, mama, if I not give you money, no vexo. If I not do for you, no vexo. I say na from you Alana. Now the mommy laugh. Me brother they all did it. Now I say, wait till you teach me now I they do. Now kindness you teach me. Waiting do me your mama way born me. When we did na host a Friday cow, they run for canas host quick because if we not cow, they make the rest done. Then big man then and they eat all and then they give all. When we did it, they take the rest a give. We team up the whole talk, they tell we say picking say wait, I don't say when they cry. And when they cry, at the end they say, listen, that man in no get waiting if they eat tomorrow. He say you get hope say before 2 hours you don't cook all the rest for now. Do ya una sit down low una wait who they cook for una then go take your food all then key. I say na that one day. I say so mama right now you picking the all the American and the England and the Germany and they all side. All man they send for you. I say so no habo pamion. Yeah? What give you I give you. The one that we not get now for that they do am. The mommy hold me hand, he take your hand, he put on my head, he bless me. He say me picking, if you do that one day, you don't do me work. Now that work day I they do, my dear brother, not to money I get. 1 cent I not get. Why they do, I not to for bluff, not to for anything. Now so God make me, now that's what they do. So this domestic violence way they talk, me everything, anybody will accuse me. I they tell you, say go Facebook, let you go look out for you, self. Let you go see me track record. Me and VOS way team up na yaso. We don't build one whole school. Na Luya Makenema, where Mr. Amara na Virginia champion. We build the school from ground with zinc, metal, and a fiber any secondary school. Now we build them. Not to us in tell we. Now we hat na Indiwi with go with VOS team. We build that school day. Them picking them will be left there inside that school and go die in that school day because the block they all on me. Now on the man go teach them the land. So my dear brother, I know say sometimes in day would they get tormented where we come, we see somebody who we read one word from another person, we say begin be copycat instead of we go do your homework. You see how I do? Where this picky in business can where then call me the moment it happen. Now somebody I say fact finding. Now so me they do. I know they go jump past somebody no more because somebody don't say na so concern New York town or na so this. I don't do that because you they get seen. So do ya? I they refer you. Let you go look me work na Facebook. Anything I don't talk now. If you know they call me, I will bring you na Facebook. Let you disgrace me. Thank you very much, sir.
To defend you and back you up, Mr. Sako. I don't see you. Mean you a presenter here too. I see how you they talk and advocate for a lot of things and where they go wrong. And one of them things that they like out one of the callers. I don't know if it's the one from Ukraine or New York, where they talk on them picking the where they go pull line. Where they talk on them boy picking them, where they talk on waiting and call. I know say you don't make many a times, you don't sound off on them things and they. We're not able to do all things. We're not able to catch all things. That's why we boku when a Sierra Leonean 7+ million. Some of us are in the diaspora. Not to everybody they able day before, but when people they did before, let we try for give them the breeze where they go able for walk the walk because. We were talking about politics, politicians and they play politics. But if we the people themselves they play politics, now we the people that they lose. Politicians play politics for let them stay in position, let them stay in the side and day. But when organizations come together, this is what we they talk about. If we all are Sierra Leonean, the vision is still there. The vision for when we build a hospital is still in the head. And I'm feeding it out to people. It's going to take, it's not going to be as quick as we expect. But if we begin to see the vision, if we begin to see the thing with the impact and change lives, but you get for take care of yourself, you get for change the way of thinking. Because one of the caller them, I don't know if that in Ukraine, we say we get the sickness in our mind. And if we don't change our minds, if we don't change about the way we see things, one person not go able to carry the mantle, it will tire. But then get a story in the books when they talk say, I don't know if now Moses and Aaron or whatever, three guys they may not remember the prophets they wouldn't tell the story of. Then they pray, and then at the wall, then they pray against the enemy and everything. But one of them is the hand. But guess what? After you ace your hand up, you're unlight right now. But when you hold them up, the heavier your hands become. Your hand become. So guess what? In the other one there, I don't know if now Aaron or whatever, I don't know the Bible, they want to own a Christian, which be biblical student, what they call me. It puts your hand up under, the other one come, it puts your hand under for Eplan, for Esam, for let them continue for pray the duration of the thing. So when people do this, when people put their stuff, this like the organization I'm Every Woman, like Mr. Lance and Asako, they are putting themselves out there, they're giving quietly of their own, and we all they do it. We all they do quietly. My sister has an organization in Fleet where they go and feed picking them, make picking them, do picking them, try for put picking them at school, fed portion where go sponsor a child. That we do all those things, but sometimes we don't have to come and put us. We become with VOS, we just begin VOS. We get our money say for clean the city and all that stuff the day. But what we see say the mayor and the government they work together in the beginning. We decide for Putam, we see a video of a school. And we decide for build a school because if you see the building, you don't even want your dog to be there. And especially the upline school, they don't neglect more than the one in Afrito.
I
So
don't know.
these
I don't know.
problems
I
are
don't know if the
everywhere.
technical team get that school before and after. Let it shock the world. Let's see waiting with.
Yes, I don't know if they're able to fend that school day for we. I mean viewers of VOS, we plead to Una, we tell Una say, okay, the money now we're not a put her again towards the mayor because at the beginning, because the government said when they clean and they say they don't get more money, and we see when they say that we don't bring dirty box truck, they can't have free on and parade boku truck, they say the truck they don't come for people to say, okay, we get a school now, this one don't get boku attention. Then we take this money, we decide, we come back to the viewers, we say this money here now, we want put them towards the school. Everybody agree. This is not unanimous. Now we know more they make the decision. We they come to Una the people because Una the people are the VOS, Una na divorce. We take them, we build a school. But we not brag, we not talk about that. After that, they don't talk about that, they say. Because when you do something, just do them for do sake. Just help a person, change a life. One day, I mean, I don't know. But how many times do we come to people say, "Una help we give, una help we do"? How many people do? How many people? Right now, 120 something shares, Naya. But how many people have donated? How many people then they watch me right now? How many people promise or make a pledge saying they will give? It is not like I'm trying to shame anybody here, but I'm just trying to say it is a difficult job. It is mentally exhausting for Sidon every week. Naya, they talk and talk and talk, and we don't say that they hear we because they send them to them. Then they hear we don't say they don't see them, they don't listen to them. Then they hear through the talk. But the point is, when people are doing it, I mean, when I support them, not all my able can take me before. If you able can take me before, me guys now they look for hosts. Una can help with na VOS. I want a young voice. I want somebody because now old people that we get now, and they say, oh, una don't old, una they old and say uncle them. We want the young picking them where they come. We want the young minds where they can tell we how they think because we all know they think the same. Then we understand understand me because I'm getting ready to go on vacation in Freetown very soon, and we want people there where they can have VOS. As long as you get you for day in the middle for try, when I can come where the person can begin, gather your friends, gather your enemy, advocate for things, and because that's how we do. You know the synonym, you get a dream that you believe it die inside you believe. Sometimes you get the passion come out. It's okay. It's okay. That's what these people are doing. That's what this boy are doing in every woman, every woman. Yeah, even Mr. Rasa, as they talk, they get connections everywhere. They come together. It's networking. To be successful in anything you do, you gotta forget networking. Get people of different, what they call them, where they put things together. Show me people them at a big way. When I know we go now this GoFundMe page. This now if we are not able for put on a GoFundMe page, una send them to Madam Vicky Fona, una send them to Madam Alfina, una send them to Madam Faith, whether in England or Mishak, whatever he gets in organization. This woman has been doing a fantastic job. This when I send the money then to them, they go donate inside the GoFundMe, then put your money inside it.
I am every woman movement. Then we get a representative that's Sierra Leone Anita Kroma. Where anybody wants to send and direct na Salone, you go send them to Anita Kroma. It will go to the same destination. So now the same place they go.
Yes.
So if comfortable, that's fine. So that will be fine.
There are many ways to give. Yes, because some people sometimes una not they GoFundMe, una not able for do GoFundMe. Una can cash up unto Mr. Sako una a number day all over social media, but to take you now. Una can send and Zelle, una can send and PayPal. Some people not able for do that. They say let me give. If that $5 you give, and they beg you, let me give that $5 there with love. Let me give that $5 they with pride and write your name. They say a $5 I get. Now they American they can put $3 all inside. Go now get, but he don't give something. Let we give. Please let we give. Let we
Obama
not give just because we dey get back, but let we give. So
Obama
Mr.
campaign
Sako, what are your last word for the people then today, sir?
Well, I think so we'll get 2 callers then first.
Okay, another see. Call answer them back. Answer them. Another
Oh,
see.
okay. Uh,
Another see.
caller,
Yeah.
Okay.
and waiting at your
All
name.
right. Oh, good evening, Fadima, and good evening, Mr. Sako. My name is Alima
Good evening.
Tidimonekeni, and I'm based in the UK. And I want to share sort of a little tip for we brother. We don't join the world of activism. Listen, you are not alone. Welcome to the world of activism, Sierra Leone style. Whenever you try for fight a good cause, there will always be people who will try and bring you down. There's just something about activism in Sierra Leone that we people do not understand. It's not about the person. You are fighting a cause that's way bigger than you. And in your case, you're already surrounded by very powerful women. But what we know now, Salone, in my case, I'm a campaigner against FGM, child marriage, exploitation, rape. We don't do this work for many, many years. And as you can see, we are failing. In Sierra Leone, we are failing. It's high time Sierra Leoneans come out with disgust and really question authorities there. We have failed girls. So to see a man so passionately going from platforms to platforms and calling out, I mean, the money you guys are asking for is little, to be honest, because I want to tell you something. For the years I've been working with rape victims, that is nothing, because you're going to have a burden for many years to come. An average case of rape in Sierra Leone, they take about 4 or 5 years. So this journey that this young girl is going through in the case of murder, God knows how many years it's going to take. We have no sympathy for victims. We have no conscience for victims. The justice system will fail this girl again. I'm not a soothsayer. I'm not a fortune teller, but I can almost see what is about to happen. When I go court, stay the court the entire. If no support is available for that girl, you go see that the parents then go ask you, the pikin self go can say, you know what, I don't tire, then they lock me up in jail for the rest of my life, because that's what's going to happen. Frustration is going to set in, and just the loss of hope for we victims in Sierra Leone. Nobody cares about victims. Some people that claim to work with victims, actually they exploit them further. And I'm so proud that you took on that voice the other day, because I watched you on the Baba Share program, and I want to commend you, applaud you. Most of the women, the way they work with are actually my relatives and friends I've worked with over the years. So you are in good hands. Don't be intimidated by anybody. Don't feel you're not doing the right thing. Sometimes you go feel like, oh my God, wait till I can't fend for myself. So wait till make her do this one. But wait till I can tell you, my brother, we should never give up on the girls of Sierra Leone. Because it seems as if every other day we hear the extreme part of things that are going on. Nobody's doing anything. Nobody cares for Gal Pikinde. For see a 15-year-old Peking can stand up to such power of patriarchy and misogyny. It's even a shame on the morality of Sierra Leoneans that we condemn a child so early on in her life, you know. So it's a good thing you're doing, and keep doing it. Don't relent. Don't think, oh my God, what have I gotten myself into? You are doing the right thing. Many people are not going to be happy because they stand up to powers there. Why don't they do this for many, many years? And they've gotten away with it because the government allows them, the system allows them. Social aspect of our society allows perpetrator to get away with so many victimizations. So continue with that. We're proud of all of you. Don't give up. We need people there like Una. We need man them, fathers them, for come up into this work of campaigning against violence against women and girls. Election, they can see so many. I will not be surprised if this little girl has not been even a victim of FGM. I will not be surprised if she's not a victim of child marriage. I will not be surprised if she has not been molested before. There are many, many things that Una go get for try for work out through Una assessment of in history, we will get for presenting at the court, because there's a lot you can look into to see the state and mind of the child, especially in this girl's case. But at the Ariuna Boza, they go off. So thank you, and very proud of you too, Fadima, for always raising the issues of such importance that we community. We have to talk about it. People, they're not going to be happy, but we have to, yeah? So God bless Una, and thank you so much.
Thank you
Yeah?
so much,
Okay.
Madam Alima. This is one of the women where they stand for FGM. They want them. That's how them picking the way they put Bondo. You know, they stand against that it is inhumane and it is wrong. Some of the cultures that we love, we want for keep, but some of the cultures get for go. And it is a fight, it is a struggle when I don't day. Like I said before, there were many organizations before Hands of Our Girls came. There were many organizations them where they pull Padayo money, where they not they get too much funding with Daniel because of the love of the passion, where they get for the injustice of things that are going on in the country, the way people are doing things. These women have come together. Then they fight causes, and sometimes it is tiring to stand alone, but because you get a group of people around you that keep you going, you know, because it is emotionally and mentally draining sometimes. You know your intentions are pure, but somebody else, because they don't understand it, because that's why sometimes I don't get mad at people because they don't understand it. I try to let them understand and see who side me they come out from. And see, because sometimes our experiences of life are different. The way we go through life, go to experience it different. So you go see the cup half full, I will see her half empty. But when you go look, I go there before you, I will say it black, you self go say you there before me, go say white. The shots now are black, what you they see. Thank you so much for everything that you people are doing. Thank you to the American Women Group. Thank you to the 50-50. Thank you to all the organization them. Thank you to the people that are fighting for the voice. And when they call on Una for join them. If we're not able to join them in person, Una put Una money inside there for make them able for help for faith. Because we know for a long time we system rotting. If forget what's in a concept, unless we come together, unless we come for the good of the country. Because when we get a nation mentally, physically, emotionally, financially secure, and what they call, we go get a better nation, a thriving nation, a developing nation, a progressive nation. But we have brokenness there. We have a lot of PTSD. We have a lot of trauma. We have a lot of abuse, neglect. You don't know who's your next meal. They come. All the stuff that are going on in the country. People in there where they fight the cause, but we have to join them. If you're not able to get the manpower for join them, support them with you $1, support them with you €1, support them with you £1, support them with you €1. Whatever you do, whatever the money in Saudi, in Ukraine, Australia, we're waiting a call. So don't just take one last caller. We can give Bunyana, but we don't do. Then Mr. Sako, I will give you the stage for let you appeal to the people one more time and tell them what in this day about. And then we go goodbye. So good evening, caller. Waiting at your name and which side you calling from, please.
Yeah. This is the concerned citizen back again from New York. They just follow up with me last talk.
Yes, go ahead, sir.
It's short. So now they hear me clearly, right?
Yes, we hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. So I believe this is a show. And this show now they run, and I believe saying I'm in church or I'm in mosque at the camp, where the imam talk, I say Amina, where the pastor talk, I say yes, my Lord. Not that show the way I come for can give me own opinion. So whether they want to support and concord na their own business that one day. And Mr. Sanko, why I tell you say you dey follow the political wing, I don't follow up with you more than 1-2 times. Where they try to compare certain things then, where politically is incorrect. Now you begin to talk passionately about yourself. What you don't do, what you don't do, what you don't do. Okay, which is great. And I support that. Anything or any Sierra Leonean where they go back again to make a difference now other people in your own life. I totally agree with that. And I support that. You understand me? But the concern where maybe they tell you is, now they picking them all they suffer at Salone. A big boy picking, a big girl picking, they picking the way they go men, whether they take from other side and they come with them. I'm picking them, they go through a trauma, a trillion trauma. So now that's how they try for put. But people in there, they don't just use that coziness there. Anything where they talk, now for clap and all like yes. No. Another world day. I guess to give me your opinion. And if you want, let me you go on that. Besides, your personal things and where you talk, you are welcome. I can give you the number. You call me, then I'll be able to tell you. So now that follow up there, Aboando.
Okay, caller from New York. Caller from New York, can I put you on the spot? Caller from New York, can I put you on the spot 1 second? Allow me, sir.
Yes, please. Go ahead, Ms. Fadima.
Can I put you on the spot? Have you donated yet? Can you please donate? Can you please go on the GoFundMe page? Are you going to promise me you're going to donate to this?
Ms. Fadima, I will do it. Now give me what? After everything,
okay, I'm looking for you. That's what
Mr. Sakole clap for you too now. Now, Mr. Sakole clap for you.
That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear because they need the money to fight every little thing where they talk about so now money. Every time where you go, any the much where you knock now money. And if you're not able to get the time for
all of them,
we support them. You give your opinion. Everybody know they agree, and nobody know say everybody they agree to everything. And wait till you talk so. Wait till you talk so about that other boy picking there, Mr. Sako. I know for sure because I know one. I go guarantee me life and me credibility. Say I don't hear the audio where he talk, but people they want to go pull people picking them upline. Where they bring them as domestic slave, then they can't use them for work. Then they put them at school, then they put them picking there. If they don't deal on that, but it is like so many things to do and so limited people. So you can join. You can ask out. You can go to these ladies too. My suggestion. You say, ladies, how do you do this? Send your number to them. A number there, Mr. Sako, please give him your number. And send your number to him. And then if you give
that man didn't stand call
they do this. I want to begin this. You can begin something. It's a passion. I hear the passion. I hear the passion in you because maybe you don't witness it so many times. You want to see a change. You want to see it addressed. You can be the stone where they build from, where the temple will build from. We all get our inside. Let me not doubt myself. Let me not say we don't get time. We can make time. So thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Mr. Sako. Thank you, caller from New York. I love you, my brother. Thank you. God bless you. Mr. Sakosa, we don't come to the end of the show. We don't come to the end. We don't come to the end. What you go say to the people them? What you go say and what they go on? What you go encourage them for do? And just give your word of inspiration and try for sell and convince the people why una they do what una they do so.
Well, thank you very much, Ms. Fadima, first of all, and VOS for hosting us on this show today. And we hope, say, we brothers and we sisters, we don't listen to it, then go another GoFundMe and put whatever they can. So we have support with Peking, with sister. Una don't hear one we own sister, we don't in this fight for a long time from UK, Miss Halima, waiting, he don't talk so eloquently and waiting involved, and she is right now this field there they where them picky can suffer them kind of traumas they are, especially rape or where somebody they sexualize them at an early age thinking that then they in a relationship they really disturb them psychologically for years, and in some cases the beginning they become promiscuous, then will become then will begin they sell themselves out to man them, and not to say then they enjoy them, no, not because their self-confidence and self-esteem we don't erase long term. Somebody don't take away from them, they don't make them don't feel say then an ordinary object or tool for use. These are the things where you can follow them, they can jump into alcoholism, drugs, and other things. And so the healing process is long for picking them like this. Now that make that lady, because now that make you say this kind of money self na small money, and they talk in terms of the long-term treatment. Now, my brother na New York, I don't let you pass the way where I've been let you. I not sabi you, but I don't let you. Your criticism and all those things, it just make me stronger. But I dey advise you no more say, law we do homework, law we know take word from waiting somebody they say, otherwise we go make mistake, we go get hackel like Sierra Leone and they say because that na in day now. But really, me go invite you, look like say you're very passionate about this domestic slavery. I go invite you, take me number 610-401-4149 so that me and you go team up, we work together because of the passion where you get. We put with resources then together, whatever they may be, so that we go affect change in our country and in the lives of we young man them and we young boys them. Now to the public, we want to take this opportunity on behalf of I Am Every Woman movement, on behalf of Advocacy Network against illegal migration, and all the ones that we don't come and donate and passionate about this, the ones that we not get but they want do them and passionate about this, the ones that we not believe or we get other thought. We hope say una go don't learn something from this important discussion where we get now. But one thing where we for know, we know say na helpless picking na in day in trouble, and we don't meet another one where they call Jamina to win a 15-year-old where Pastor Faith don't take under in wing, they don't put them under in control. We don't even make somebody don't go see them already, so that for present them with lawyers. So do ya una come, una join we this fight here now. We fight now. We picking them. If we begin destroy, we picking them at this early age. Oda go able for build we country tomorrow. They go begin follow we put some kind of values and then we stand up for them, because somebody talk now and say in the way with the men are, even though them poor, they not do these things. That could be true, my dear brother. But I they tell you say 5 fingers they're not equal, the minds are not made the same. That'll make somebody can get distinction. The other one, if they get 999, even if he sit O level 10 times, but we're all not the same human being. And they say that to say, not to all man in convincing power, they take something, somebody in you not get for convince and that far, they don't go in. Now, natural behavior, that one day, Lord, we not malign anybody for anything because we don't know whose side and they come out. So if I don't say that, I want to say thank you to we viewers them. I encourage you to make una go na the GoFundMe and do whatever you can so we go push this thing forward. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Sako. And I just want to give shout outs because I'm watching the GoFundMe page. For more begin, now 8 of we don't donate, and I'm kind of like happy. I see people that don't donate. I see people that don't donate. I see people that don't give. The one person anonymous, he give $10. Then Fatma Tabangu, I give $20. Thank you, my sister. Zainab Kabia don't give $30. Musa Tawala they don't give $20. And somebody when anonymous, when no one let nobody know what he do, he don't put $200. So this short term 8 people. Remember what we say. Now not 32 people donate out of 100 and something share. So this is encouraging to the people them where they put them put themselves before their life before, because we know Salone, where you stand to power, where you stand to truth, where you stand for faith. Some people will fight back, they will come back at you. So thank you to everybody who don't give. Thank you to everybody who will get forgive. Una go, una please. Their goal, they want forget $10,000. They want forget $10,000, and then una yeri they talk say if that money they have some money not get for do, but it is. They are looking for people to give. They are looking for Salonians to help fight and help for provide thing. Many other picking and they go
This person don't donate 200. This person don't donate 200. I'm even the number one. Now he don't come past me. Hey, boo.
Yes.
The number one. He don't come past me.
Among we.
Well, me self they call somebody. Let himself beat the 200 one in time. Let somebody self beat the 200 in time. 200 don't can beat me on time. Let himself can beat 200 in time. Would they call on anybody for beat 200 in time?
We are calling. We can do that. Una we go there. Please, it's down there. Una go there. Una press the link. Una we give. Don't give because you want something in return. Give. And when you give inside your heart, there's joy. Give to somebody where you don't know. That's the greatest blessing. Give to somebody where you don't know. Give to a cause that is just going to change human being life. And the joy that comes back, because we are all energy, we are all human beings. The energy we put out comes back in return. Now that like you say, good not a loss. We therefore they with people like you say, good not a loss. Who say you do good not today you get them. Good not a loss. That $10, that $5, that $200, that $100, that $1,000 where you give. Someone will give 1,000. Someone will give and they can afford them. If you can give your best. It's okay to give. Because this is a worthy cause where the effects now they don't make two because not one picking now the effects now two picking inside the where the effects they call so two picking there. Now God said that Isata for go inside there we don't go meet the other one we inside the situation where then two now God don't set for fetch for them. We don't know who side we on go come tomorrow. We don't know who side this blessing all they give. It comes back. It is an energy. And science say energy is never destroyed nor lost. Anything where you give back, the universe will bring it back to you.
They say
Anything.
where you open, you have something they can inside. Where you lock them, you know they enter.
Yes, yes.
Yes. So Lord we go, Lord we beat the anonymous 200. Lord we beat the anonymous 200. Now maybe they number one,
yes,
they
to
don't
the cause.
knock me up number one.
Yes,
So Lord we get already come up.
yes. Please, una continue for give, una continue for give. It is good to see that some people were touched today. Some they wait let them pay them. Some people go give, but una give something.
And we believe
Don't
all
make a
each
difference.
and
Don't
every
give
one of
both.
them where they promise, we believe in our all. One day they not ever tell me say that they put, they not put. I believe in all those people. I
Yeah.
believe my fellow Sierra Leoneans.
Yeah, it will come back. It will come back to you. It will come back. I want left una with one story quick. I left una with one story. I been get a friend, but she was not really my friend. It was just an acquaintance. So they invite me for going to their house because the person was down. So if I didn't cook, then can I host? They say then they celebrating birthday. I am not a person that likes to cook. I don't like for cook. Me own cook then a 10-minute meal. I cut vegetable and stuff. I put her inside pot. I put meat or whatever. Then I mean, eat those. I put a butter bread. I know you cook on them, boku we they eat. So I went to her. I didn't have, that time I was active duty. I didn't have nothing for give. I just put $100 in the envelope. To me, it was nothing. That $100 I gave because just a gift, just a thing. But I did not know at the time what in that woman and husband will go through. I did not know anything like that. Okay. So one day, years have passed by, this woman called me. He said, Fadima, what are your address? I dey drive go down Austin. He said, I dey come, I want pass to you, I want stop to you, I dey come off from one side of Texas to the other. I said, okay. So I don't sit down one day, 2 days, they call, I know they answer me. So the third day I went into my mailbox and I see this package. I said package come out.
I say we don't go 1,465. Low round that up and move up. We don't
Wow.
go
Oh, no, we can do it, people. We can do it.
Yes.
We can do it. We can do it.
Yes,
9
we can
people
do it.
have donated. We can
Sierra
do it.
Leoneans, we can
So
do
now
it. We
this
can
girl,
support each other. We can. We
yes,
can support each other.
now this girl send me a mail. This was you should be them Bamako there where them Gaza Gara there where they make now when a $300 in the mail. This woman put them for me because in life don't change. And I was like, why are you giving me this?
Oh,
What you give me this for? Now say it expensive.
1,500. Wait, at this time money talk.
Come on,
1,550.
people.
Money don't go, you don't put.
Thank you.
Una let we go, let we go.
Appreciate you now.
No, I don't know
Keep
una don't beat
going.
the 200 first, but let they go.
Yes,
Yes.
that's good. Keep going. Keep
Yes.
donating. Keep
Yes.
giving. It's for
Yes.
a
Yes.
worthy
Yes.
cause.
Sierra Leone. Yes.
You
Sierra
know.
Leone. Yes. Sierra Leoneans in the house.
So this woman, yeah. I said, why you give me this thing? He said, Fadima, you've been giving money today. God is my witness on the life of my children. I don't even remember say again money. He said, you give me money today. The way where we been there, with that money then I mean know what you do for me and my family. It was just some money. I don't even I just give because it was a thing to do. It was a thing to do. Just a thing, just a thing. Like how Mr. Nasa said, that's how people them in town. That's how we meet. It takes a village. Where one person catching company back next the other person catching company. That's how we meet. That's how we meet. So that we continue forgive. I not say act for work usa we day. We get forgive with people then, but no we give $5, $10, it won't hurt. It won't make a difference. And that $5, $10 day, when you make you near inside you think, you make you think inside you, waiting at the intention. Papa God at the key, I don't get to Boku, but at the key for help change somebody in life.
Pray for yourself. Pray for yourself, not wait for Imam. Pray for yourself where you give. Now somebody where you give.
Say Papa God, I don't get. I don't get, but at the give. You put them at the universe. You put them out. I don't get, but at the give this, at the take power I get at the give. And they give because you say I forgive. Because when you give, it come back. Trust me, you just see down with the one that say, wow, who's I this about? It is the power of you put it out there, you project it to the universe, and the universe brings it. It'll find a way for come back and manifest to you greatness. Greatness in the comeback. So sometimes when it touches you in the heart, give. Not say, well, I will wait tomorrow. If you ever do on today, give today.
Thank you. Wherever you are.
If you ever do today, let me give. I don't say we don't say goodbye, but we try for encourage una if una day around una give. If everybody is 50, it's like 58 people right now. We've been there for 100 and something people. But we get 58 people, 59 people. So if every one per una give something, the money go up, the post go up.
Yes, we need Fatima Savage, our own Fatima Savage, you name the pop-up. Thank you very much. God bless you.
You are so welcome. Una let we give, una let we give. Una let we not give no more. Usha we get the praise. Una let we give to people we don't know. That is the most difficult giving.
Nobody know the graphics. They go kill somebody at the of this don't happen. It don't happen.
Unfortunately, let we donate.
You know, we do it too. We're able for do. We want to tell VOS, thank you. The technical team, thank you very much for way you don't host me, you don't allow me for this long. Let God bless you. Let God bless this media empire. Make it a go
so much.
You know, because plenty change and they affect school them through this media. People and don't deal. We don't get Sarah from this media. The Sarah we don't come on here, it plenty. You know, it don't become a household and not for nothing. So thank you, VOS. Thank you for everything. We start we're proud of
Saidu Kamara don't donate $50. Thank you so much, Mr. Saidu Kamara. God bless you. Yeah. Inside this 2 hour, don't give 10 people don't go. I not say what we don't come out, the more people go give. Una let we give, una let we give, una let we give. Una let we give from the heart, una let we give with love. Una let we go help a brother, a sister, a battered woman, a battered young lady with the F.
All right, another one.
She has been abused.
Kumba Ali Sefdom just give. Kumba Ali, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ali. God bless you. May God multiply them for Una. Let God multiply them.
God bless you.
This small way that we have given.
God bless you. Yes.
Yes. This small way Una don't give so. Let God double them for Una. Let it be a blessing for generations.
Amen. If you're not Christian, I say in Jesus' name. Now, Elijah, they tell you say in Jesus' name. So let you know the desperation now. If you're not Christian, I say in Jesus' name, amen. Let God answer the prayer.
Amen. If you're not Muslim, in the name
if you're not Muslim, Ya Rabbal Alameen. If you're not Muslim, we don't give Ya Rabbal Alameen. Whatever you believe, let God give you. Let make a sirat al-mustaqim for you. Yes.
Appreciate una. Una come back to the page. Una copy the link. Una go in there. Please donate.
Yes.
Yes.
We need them. We cannot emphasize.
Donate. So we go wrap up. We go up and up. The blessing go double. The blessings go double. Abundance. I pray for abundance of everyone's life. May God give we as desire, but we get for share because I can hear some people they give testimony in a church. I'm blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. What have you done with the blessing that you have been blessed with? Who that you don't help? Who that you don't give apart from your family? Who that you don't help? Which a broken woman that is strong or beaten, abused, a broken man that has been abused. Right now, in the case of Isata Conte, she's looking for help. She's looking for hope. The bunch of women, I am every woman, and the hidden truth, Mr. Lanson Asaka, the advocacy, then a freedom, then they try for get their money for them. And I guarantee you now, I put my reputation on the line. These bunch of women, and Mr. Sako, this bunch of women, I know for sure. I know their history. I don't work with some of them. I don't be with some of them. I don't give and I don't see who side the money they go. So on
I
I
say,
will continue for give.
of one of the young blessing, where them bless somebody, now in bless we with the blessing we I am every woman movement give. Somebody
When you
where
see,
don't pay school fee for, they don't go school,
right.
they don't go college, they don't be police, it is still continue. Now in wear uniform, they go pull this PQ and collapse one for care and go hospital. Without her, we don't know waiting for that happen to that picking. So when you give, not to that day they come. Now the
Yeah.
tell where you
So you don't know
listen.
who side the blessing the show.
So waiting when self they do
You
so it
don't
don't
know who
matter.
side the blessing the
Not to small
show.
money. Yes. Now you hard earn money, now you sweat for them. Whether na penny you put, believe me, now that one day you able for put, you not mean say they get
Be
less
proud
blessing.
of what you
That
can
one day you
afford.
able for.
Let we left,
So
yes, let we left that competition. Say that they don't give, I not get that they are ashamed. Nothing to be ashamed of. If your
yes, not
intentions are pure, your niyat
yes,
is pure, your heart
yes,
is pure. You give
yes,
in because you want to give, and that's the best you
yes,
can do. Be proud
yes,
of your best.
yes,
We cannot
yes,
be all the same level at every time. Today the sun, like
yes,
I can say, today the sun go shine for me, go work on it, tomorrow I will come over you. So if me
yes,
give $50, you have to give $200. You see somebody come, he give $200, somebody go come, give $1,000. Everybody gets who say what they call. Then we know say
yes,
some people one box but they aren't short. If not $5 save, sacrifice that burger today. You not go die, you not go hungry. You get other thing for it. Give that
yes,
$5. So I love you
yes.
all. And remember, God is love. On a level
Thank you.
we give. Isata is sitting in jail and they ask for justice.
Now we
Justice.
get we
Me
get
and
Shamina
you.
to Isaac
How we
and
go
meet the
get justice?
now you the
It
pet
is a
for him.
serious crime for say somebody die, and whether na manslaughter, whether na attempt. We don't know what's in the thing, but we know say we dey pray and we dey work towards justice, not just praying, but we dey do the work, which is getting in the money, because not to pray no more, you get for prayer. If you not put the money before the thing, not the way they go, like you pray till next one, God self go make. So we self let we give, let we self go get by the blessing when they pray. So you go meet with picking there, go cover with picking there, go cover with self. So I love you all. Remember, God is love. Thank you, Mr. Sako. God bless
Thank
you,
you
a
very
man that
much.
I
Thank you,
respect.
US.
And
Thank you, Miss
we
Panay.
might have differences of life sometimes, but I so respect you. I so believe in what you do. And I salute you all to everyone. Go have a wonderful week, a progressive week. When I not forget to that hospital talk, when I begin see the vision, but go work on yourself. Go change your mind. Go see the world different. Let we come on our comfort zone. Let we come up and party. Let we come up and tribe. Let we come up and region. Get out of your comfort zone and explore and see the world in other people's eyes. Then we will be a better society. We embrace diversity and left everything else to the world. The world gives back with you. So till next week, I love you all. Remember, God is love. Go make a difference. Good night. I salute. Fadima, I'm out. Thank you.